You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is not just talking big, he's the kind of person who actually puts in the work to rise in his career. You'll notice he's reliable, organized, and strongly believes in doing things the right way, which helps him get noticed by bosses and coworkers. Just keep in mind he likes structure and might not handle sudden changes well.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's more likely to bounce back than break down. He has a strong, steady temperament and doesn't let stress get the best of him. If there's a setback, he'll focus on fixing the problem rather than complaining or panicking.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
At work, people usually respect him because he's dependable, polite, and gets things done on time. He's not the type to pick fights, but his strong belief in his way of doing things can sometimes cause tension, especially if someone disagrees with him. Most of the time, he keeps things professional and avoids drama, so he doesn't end up in loud arguments.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He is much more likely to be proud of you than to feel insecure. He respects hard work and achievement, so if you succeed, he'll see it as something to cheer for, not something that threatens him. He feels secure about his own path and doesn't get easily shaken.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he's not likely to secretly resent you or feel insecure. He's confident about his own effort and values action over comparison. His ego isn't easily bruised and he doesn't see your achievements as competition.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money carefully and likes to keep things organized when it comes to spending and saving. You'll find he prefers planning for the future, tracking expenses, and making sure there's enough for important needs. He isn't the type to make sudden or flashy purchases just for fun.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives a life he can afford and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. He is practical and wants everything in order, which means he avoids borrowing or showing off just to impress others. You'll see him choosing things that fit his budget, not chasing after the big man image.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is more on the tight side with both money and his mindset. While he's polite and gets along with others, he isn't naturally generous with gifts, surprises, or bending his rules. His approach is practical and measured. He prefers planning over pampering.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and straightforward about money matters. He believes in keeping things clear and organized, so he's likely to share details and plans with you, not hide them. He respects fairness and wants things to run smoothly at home.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes in fairness and order, so he's likely to think housework should be shared, not just your job. He respects routines and teamwork, so he will help with chores and expects everyone in the family to pitch in, not just leave it to one person. Clear discussions can help set up a good balance at home so nobody feels overwhelmed.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will pitch in and actually do the chores and change diapers instead of just supervising. He believes in getting things done the right way. So you'll see him taking action, not just giving instructions from the side. He values teamwork and routine, so you can count on him to share the responsibilities honestly, not just pretend to help.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is more likely to argue to prove he's right rather than take the time to truly understand your side. He's confident in his opinions and tends to believe his way is the right way, so he might push back quickly if you disagree. If you want him to see your point of view, you'll need to be clear, calm, and firm.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
Even when he's angry, he usually stays respectful and doesn't say hurtful things or get aggressive. His way is to keep control, not to shout or lash out. He prefers to solve problems directly instead of starting drama.
Does he have a bad temper?
He's not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He usually keeps a steady head and doesn't let his temper fly off the handle over small things. If something does bother him, he'll deal with it in a firm but respectful way.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility, though it might not come with a lot of emotion. He isn't quick to blame others when things go wrong. He prefers to be fair and solve problems directly. You won't find him making excuses often or trying to shift blame.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He values rules and order, so when you set a limit or say no, he is likely to take you seriously and not push against your wishes. He isn't the type to cross lines or play games with what's important to you.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He's not likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Since he values order and respects boundaries, he understands that everyone has their own needs and moods. You don't have to worry about him sulking or holding a grudge. He takes things at face value and moves on.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care and not use them to hurt or embarrass you later. He values respect, order, and fairness. So even if there's an argument or a disagreement, he won't use personal things against you. Your privacy and dignity are safe with him, no matter what challenges come up between you.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He values loyalty, routines, and order in his life, which includes his relationships. Stability and respect matter more to him than chasing new thrills.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He is not likely to be overpossessive or act jealous, controlling, or always suspicious. He trusts his routines and his own place in the relationship, so he doesn't feel the need to constantly check up on you or control what you do. His confidence in the way he does things makes him steady, not clingy or overly watchful.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a sign of a controlling personality with him. When he says he's looking out for you, It's more about making sure things are safe and orderly, not about bossing you around or keeping you under his thumb. He won't use concern as an excuse to limit your choices or freedom.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and won't expect you to do most of the work alone. He believes that family duties should be shared, and he will step up to handle chores, schoolwork, and routines with you. If something needs doing for the kids, he won't just leave it to you. He'll take responsibility and get involved.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He is steady and believes in solving problems without shouting or harsh words. If emotions run high, he'll focus on getting things back in order rather than adding drama.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He respects hard work and fairness, so he will appreciate your efforts at home and outside, whether it's a job, a hobby, or personal goals. With honest talks, you'll find his support for your independence and your role in the family.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who will support your career now only to ask you to quit after you have a child. He appreciates steady effort and believes in fairness. So, if you are working hard and building a successful path, he won't suddenly change his mind or set new rules later. Just be open about your plans, and you'll find him sticking to what you both agree on from the start.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will act polite on the surface rather than show real warmth to your parents. He values respect and proper behavior, so you can expect him to greet them kindly, speak with manners, and help out when needed. He isn't rude or distant, just not naturally warm or chatty. He will try to adjust to your family in a polite and respectful way, but he may quietly hope they follow his routines or ways of doing things over time.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and not make things worse. He is steady and believes in keeping order, so he won't react with anger or say things that add fuel to the fire. Even if he's bothered, he prefers to sort things out with respect and clear conversations instead of drama.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely to be modern and practical with you in private, but may expect you to act like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He values order, respect, and keeping up good appearances within the family and community. This doesn't mean he'll force you to change who you are at heart, but he will appreciate you honoring family values when needed.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you rather than stay out of it or side with his relatives. He believes in fairness and teamwork, so he sees your concerns as important and will stand by you when there's a family issue. At the same time, he will try to keep things respectful and calm, wanting everyone to get along.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not a mummy's boy and will not blindly follow his mother's wishes over yours. While he respects his parents and values family order, he believes in fairness and teamwork within his own household. If there's a conflict between you and his mother, he will listen to both sides and step in to keep things balanced.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the kind of man who will share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values privacy and believes in keeping personal matters within the marriage. If something troubles him, he tries to resolve it with you first rather than involving others.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with this man, day in and day out, means living with someone who values order, teamwork, and routine. He's dependable and keeps life running smoothly, making sure chores are done and problems are sorted out calmly.